and welcome to the NLWN2 Time Machine. Join me as we take a trip back in time to the 1860s and some vintage baseball on NLWN2.
NLWN2 will now transport you back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball featuring the Menomonie Blue Caps. And now, out to the park for vintage baseball, 1860 style.
Let's take a ride to the heart of the valley where the stories abide. In Eau Claire's Carson Park where memories thrive. At the Chippewa Valley Museum, let's feel alive. Get in touch with the roots where the past unfolds. A century of change and the tales that it holds. From farm life to logging, it's a journey so grand, where curiosity blossoms and history's hand. Step into the farmhouse, the theater awaits, with laughter and stories that the heart celebrates. So come on now, take a leap of faith, embrace the roots that make us brave. In the Chippewa Valley, together we'll see the beauty of culture, you and me. Museum, it whispers so clear of days long past when the lumber was near. Feel the rhythm of saws and the stories they sing. In the logging camp shadows, let your spirit take wing. Special exhibits, they sparkle and shine. A dance of ideas where the curious intertwine. So come on now, take a leap of faith, embrace the roots that make us brave. Chippewa Valley, together we'll see the beauty of culture, you and me. Tuesdays through Saturdays, the doors open wide for every eager heart to come step inside. Temporary treasures and traveling displays, opening our minds in so many ways. Web exhibits await, just a click away, connecting our lives in a digital sway. So get the scoop, let your adventure begin in the Chippewa Valley. Together we win. Embrace the history, the laughter, the light in each corner and corridor. The future feels bright. The Chippewa Valley, together we'll see the beauty of culture, you and me. So gather round, friends, take this journey today. At the Chippewa Valley Museum, we celebrate play, connecting to community, inspiring the mind. With roots that run deep, let our hearts intertwine.
out to the park for vintage baseball, 1860 style.
And welcome back to the field in Lawton. This is actually the Our Savior's Lutheran Church Recreation Center, and they're kind of sponsoring today's games as we're getting ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader. We have a new arbiter. It's Mad Dog, so there's only one Mad Dog playing now. And the Blue Caps have replaced him with Bones in the lineup. And the Red Rovers have added a player, Bullroar, at the end of the lineup. And he is the son of Bullseye. And we are just about ready to get things going, as Mad Dog is going to convene the two teams and we'll get Game 2 underway. And I think we are just about ready. We almost have everybody out there.
And we are doing a different ground rule for this Game 2. Over the fence will be an out.
Our Game 2 match between the Menomonie Blue Caps and the Minnesota Red Rovers will commence here. We will not do introductions. The only rule change for those who were here at the last match, if the ball goes over the fence, it is an out completely. So we are going to keep this ball going inside the fence and hopefully keep the game moving a little faster. Hi there. And move the coin toss, Captain.
So they're going to do a little different beginning with, instead of a coin toss, they're going to use, we used to call it a walk-up. And so the Blue Caps will be the home team. You couldn't quite see it real well that time, but it's where they toss the bat and catch it, and they work each other's hands over and over until they reach the end of the bat. And if you can get your fingers on over the knob of the bat and still reach the barrel, that's called an eagle claw. Boy, I remember these from Sandlot baseball games. But that's exactly how we determined back in the Sandlot days who was the home team.
The Sandlot was probably just kind of like 1860. There probably wasn't a lot of coins floating around.
And good point. And with all the 2-bit fines that Bob the Barrister was handing out, a lot of those coins had chunks missing out of them, because that's where the term 2 bits came from. So, getting things started, we have Big Willie. Big Willie will be followed by Mad Dog, Smug, Rugby, Deke, Muscles, Frenchie, Mongo, Bullseye, and Bullroar. It sounded like a broken bat. Throw to first, and they got him.
Out at first.
There's something very distinctive about the sound of a broken bat. Taco's still pitching for the Blue Caps. Line shot out into center field. And that's a base hit for Mad Dog. So that'll bring up Smug.
Same lineup, just replace Mad Dog with Bull.
Yeah, you don't want to break a bat unless they're specific bats you can buy them, but they're about $100 that ballpark.
There's a ground ball off the foot of Taco and ends up dying about midway between first and second, and everybody's safe. So 2 on, 1 hands down. There's a ground ball to the pitcher, throw to second, and they got him. So Smug is out at second. And so now there's runners on the corners. Mad Dog's over on third. Rugby on first. Deke is at the plate.
Can you guys give me a link so I can share this with our church on where this is going to be?
Deke has watched a couple. There's a fly ball. And caught right by the fence. An outstanding catch as he landed in the fence for the third, hands down. So no runs for the Red Rovers, and we played a half inning, and the Blue Caps are coming to bat on NLWN 2.
Menomonie Eye and Optical can help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comro provide comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract or LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, and so much more. In addition, Menomonie Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eyewear for the best value. That's Menomonie Eye and Optical, 520 Wilson Avenue in Menomonie, where they specialize in quality personalized care for you and your family.
And we're back here in Lawton. And a swing and a miss by Kebab.
I think he caught a little bit of it.
Oh, he must have. And caught on the bounce. So one down. Brings up Kojak. Kojak grounds it over to short. Scooped up there, throw over to first, and that's in time.
I think that's the first time he's been retired today.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's going to bring up Cowboy. Blue Caps 13-9 winners in game one. And caught on the bounce out in left field. Cowboy is down. So for the Blue Caps, 3 up and 3 down. We've played an inning and no score from Lawton Field on NLWN 2.
NLWN 2 is excited to bring you Colfax Viking football.
Under Friday night lights, we lace up our cleats. Heartbeats sync with the drums and...
Our next broadcast will be on Friday, August 29th, when the Colfax Vikings travel to Aleva-Strum High School to take on the Aleva-Strum Cardinals. Coverage begins at 6:40 p.m. with Viking Preview. That's live Colfax Viking football on Friday, August 29th on NLWN 2.
And there's a fly ball foul down the left field line as we're starting off the second inning. And Muscles, Frenchie, and Mongol are due up. And there's a fly ball out into right field. And caught on the bounce out there. So one hand's down. Brings up Frenchie. There's a shot out into center field and takes a nice high hop so it can be caught. And 2 away. And brings up Mongo. Well, just like the line in Blazing Saddles, Mongo like candy. Well, I found out between games, Mongo like pie.
I think everybody likes pie.
Yeah. I plead guilty. Ground ball over to short, picked up, throw to first in time. So 3 up, 3 down for the Red Rovers, and we've completed an inning and a half. No score on NLWN 2.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And don't forget that the exhibits Anderson, DeYang, and Rocks and Hard Places have been extended through September 16th. So if you haven't seen them yet, get over to the Chippewa Valley Museum or check it out at cvmuseum.com for more information. We're heading into the bottom of the second inning, and due up for the Blue Caps are Sea Legs, Taco, and Wall Street. Sea Legs hits one foul off the fence. And the pitch, ground ball down the third base line. He slipped getting out of the home plate. Throw to first. And they didn't, well, he overran anyway. So he's out, third to first. That's going to bring up Taco.
I think he would have made it if he wouldn't have slipped out of the box.
Yeah, he kind of spun out as he was trying to get out of the box. There's a shot out into right field. It hits a couple times, bounces off the wall. And Taco is safe. That's the first base runner for the Blue Caps. That's going to bring up Wall Street. There's a high pop-up. It's going to bounce, and it's a fair ball. Landed fair and then bounced foul, and safe at first is Wall Street. It moved Taco over to second. Runners at first and second, one down. Whiskey is at the plate. And he grounds it right back up through the middle, out into center field. Runner is holding at third. So the bases are loaded with one down. Beans coming to the plate. Blue Caps mounting a threat. And the pitch, pop up out into the outfield. Under it is the center fielder. He makes a catch, tagging and trying to score, but he trips and falls, and nobody's going to advance. I think he tripped over the softball field third base.
That's a bad break.
Yeah, he had the right idea. So 2 down, and Bear Hug steps to the plate.
Sometimes we play on them fields that have them softball bases on, and guys have run to the wrong bases and stopped on them.
I seem to recall that up in Chautauqua, somebody ran to the wrong third base. Pop up and caught by the shortstop. For 3 hands down. So the Blue Caps threaten, but don't come up with anything in the bottom of the second inning. So we still have no score on NLWN 2.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, you're heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
Top of the third inning, still no score from Lawton. Bullseye leading things off. The Red Rovers are a combined team. There's a foul ball and unable to make the play. But they're a combined team between the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox, hence the Red Rovers.
Never checked the mileage, but I wonder if Afton's even closer to here than what Menomonie is.
Might have been. At least for Afton, possibly.
I mean, they got to go around a river, but or over a river, I should say.
Ground ball over to second. Picked up there. Nice easy toss to first in time. So 1 down.
Yep.
And that's going to bring up Bull Roar. Bull Roar is the son of Bullseye. And there's a pop-up under it and making the catch out at second base. Two hands down, back to the top of the order, and Big Willie.
Beans just made that play out there. He's one of those guys that seems like he can play everywhere.
And does.
And does.
And there's a ground ball over toward first. Bear Hug grabs it and makes a play unassisted. So 3 up and 3 down for the Red Rovers, and we've played 2.5. Still scoreless on NLWN 2.
In November of 2018, our daughter Jana passed away. The outpouring of support was unbelievable. Support that we received inspired us to start a foundation called the Jana Kelly Memorial Foundation. And through that foundation,
we've given back in a lot of different ways, through projects, through different other charities that we've supported. We like to help Humane Association, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that's very near and dear to us. We've also recently, this last year, we actually built a tiny house. It's really exciting to be able to give back in different ways.
to learn more or to help financially, would find us on Facebook or www.janakelly.com.
So the arbiter, Mad Dog in this case, calls striker to the line. And a foul ball. He was ducking out of the way. This is Bones at the plate. And he was ducking out of the way, and the ball hit the bat as it went by. You know, that's a foul ball in modern baseball, too.
Yeah.
Only in modern baseball, it counts as a strike. Here, it counts as nothing. But that could have been a thing. Had the catcher or the behind caught it on the bounce, he'd have been out.
Yep.
Swing and a miss.
Or it could have hit it and went fair. And
yeah.
Still been.
And he hugs the bat to make sure it doesn't hit it. And the pitch. There's still one strike on Bones. There's a pop-up, and Bullseye makes the catch. That takes us back to the top of the order. Kebab coming up to the plate. And he has to step back for one. Still a pretty steady breeze blowing in. There's a pop-up in the infield, and nice catch made that time on the bounce. And it's 2 hands down. Kojak steps to the plate. He grounded to short his last time up. There's a fly ball out into center field and caught on the bounce. A diving catch on the bounce. So 3 up and 3 down. And still we're scoreless after 3 innings on NLWN 2.
NLWN2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menomonie Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, October 6th, as the Blue Caps will be in action at the Dunn County Shootout as part of Oktoberfest from Dallas, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, October 6th on NLWN2.
So the Red Rovers Mad Dog is at the plate. He's the duplicate Mad Dog. There's a fly ball out towards center field. It's back, and he's out.
He hit it too good.
New ground rule. And One hand down. The first application of the new rule. And now a ground ball out into center field. This one's by Smug. And he's safe at first. That's going to bring up Rugby.
Beans was trying the hidden ball trick over there, but they caught on.
There's a bounder over toward first. Picked up and winning the race to the bag for that out. Two hands down. Runner moved over to second. And Deke comes to the plate. That was Rugby that grounded to first. And there's a ground ball over toward first and got past. And he's safe at first. And it did move the runner over to third. So we have Smug at third, Deke at first, Muscles coming to the plate with two down.
Still a way to get out of here.
There's a shot over towards second and caught on the bounce. So 3 down and no runs across. So we've played 3.5 and we're still scoreless on NLWN 2.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
So we head into the bottom half of the fourth inning. Getting things started for the Blue Caps is Cowboy, and he watches the first one go by. He'll be followed by Sea Legs and Taco. Game 2 of our doubleheader. That one kind of rolled off Bullseye's hand in a strange sort of way.
Sometimes you can put a little spin on them.
That one, though, the previous pitch, it looked like it came off a way he wasn't expecting. It kind of rolled off the side of his thumb. There's a shot out into center field. Not caught on the bounce. So Cowboy is safe at first. Yeehaw! That's a Cowboy cheer, isn't it?
It is.
All right, it brings up Sea Legs. Grounded to third his last time up. This time he sends one down the first baseline.
You had a Cowboy cheer. Where's your Sea Legs cheer?
It reminds me of my kids out when they were little. I would go through all the animal sounds. And unfortunately, this doesn't translate well to audio. Did that clear the fence?
It did.
It did. So he's out on a fly to right. One hand's down. Brings up Wall Street. But I'd ask him what a lion says, what a bear says, what a dog says. And then I'd ask them what a fish says, and they just move their lips back and forth.
I think there's a Dirty Johnny joke to that nature, but I think we'll just leave that right there.
We'll leave that for a different audience. And we're still watching the pitches go by. Wall Street at the plate. He reached safely his first time up. There's a ground ball over towards short. Flip to second for one. Throw to first. And I think they got him. And they did. So Wall Street grounds into a 6-4-3 double play. And so no runs scored by the Blue Caps, and we have played 4, and it's still scoreless on NLWN 2.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
Top of the 5th inning. Red Rovers at the plate, and that one's fouled back out of play. This is Frenchie, followed by Mongol, and then Bullseye. You know, I can't believe it would happen very often, but we've got a pitcher's duel going on here.
Yeah.
That one's fouled. It's fair.
Fair.
Throw to first. And safe at first is Frenchie.
No, there's not very many times you're in the 5th inning and 0-0.
This is Mongo at the plate, waiting for one to go after. A ground ball over to third, scooped up there, throw to second for one. Throw to first, it's not going to be in time. So Mongo is safe at first.
At least they got the lead run.
And one hands down. Yeah. For all you kids watching, I don't care what kind of baseball you're playing, that's the way you play it. You get the lead runner. Bullseye at the plate. And a foul ball, and he's out.
There, we finally got one off the fence that somebody caught. 2
hands down. That goes in the book as a foul out on the bounce. And that brings up Bull Roar. Of course, Bullseye had a little thing going with Mad Dog in game 1 after a couple of foul outs like that, but they didn't go off the fence. There's a fly ball out to right field and making the catch. So 3 hands down, and we've played 4.5, and we're still scoreless on NLWN 2.
Menomonie Eye and Optical can help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comro provide comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract or LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, and so much more. In addition, Menomonie Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eyewear for the best value. That's Menomonie Eye and Optical, 520 Wilson Avenue in Menomonie, where they specialize in quality personalized care for you and your family.
Top of the 5th inning. Or check that, that's bottom of the 5th inning. And a fly ball out in towards center field, and it clears the fence, and so Whiskey is out. That's going to bring up Beans. Beans flew out to center field his last time up. There's a ground ball over to short, scooped up there, throw over to first, and that's in time. Two hands down, and Bear Hug coming to the plate. He popped out to the shortstop his last time up. There's a fly ball out towards center field, and making the catch. Out there's the center fielder. 3 up, 3 down, quickly in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we've played 5 complete innings with no aces on NLWN TV, or NLWN 2.
NLWN 2 is excited to bring you Colfax Viking football.
Under Friday night lights, we lace up our cleats, heartbeats sync with the drums and...
Our next broadcast will be on Friday, August 29th, when the Colfax Vikings travel to Aleva Strum High School to take on the Aleva Strum Cardinals. Coverage begins at 6:40 p.m. with Viking Preview. That's live Colfax Viking football on Friday, August 29th on NLWN 2.
Starting the 6th inning. Top of the order for the Red Rovers. This is Big Willie. He watches the first one go by.
We got a pitching change. Beans is pitching now.
You said he can do everything.
Yeah.
Looks like Taco's over at third.
No, Taco's on the bench. That's still Sea Legs over at third.
Oh, Sea Legs. From this distance, he looked kind of like Taco.
Yep.
That's right. The Blue Caps are batting 10, but only 9 in the field. There's a ground ball up the middle out into center field. Rounding first, looking at going towards second, but heading back to first is Big Willie. That's going to bring up Mad Dog. So Mad Dog watches the first one. Ground ball out into right field. Throw over to third, make sure nobody goes any further. 2 on, nobody out. Big Willie's at second, Mad Dog's at first. Smug comes to the plate. Smug reached safely his first time up and then was forced at second. Then he also made it as far as third base his second time up. Foul tip and caught on the bounce. One hand's down. Boy, I tell you, that is a rule that speeds things up.
Yeah.
There's a line shot out into right field. Runner rounds third. He's coming to the plate. We've got a play. Throw over to third. We got him in the rundown. And they made the out. So 2 hands down. Rugby ends up on second. And we've got Deke coming to the plate. Mad Dog's on third.
Now we got close to a run.
That was close. About 4 feet short. There's a pop-up. And making the catch out in center field. So, like you said, we got close, but no runs. And after 5.5, still scoreless on NLWN 2.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
Speaking of those special exhibits and traveling exhibits, Anderson DeYang and Rocks and Hard Places have been extended through September 16th. Ground ball out into left field, and making it safely is Bones. So check out cvmuseum.com for more information on those exhibits. So back to the top of the order, Kebab is at the plate. There's a fly ball out into center field. Center fielder under it, he makes a catch. That's going to bring up Kojak. Grounded to short. Flew out to center on the bounce. His 2 previous times up. Ground ball, or fair ball down the third base line. Just barely.
Nice hit, Kojak.
So, Kojak on first, Bones is on second. 1 down, Cowboy steps to the plate.
That was a nice job of just getting the bat out there and putting it in play.
You know, that's a rule of thumb that hasn't changed.
No.
Throw to third, and they got him on the force at third, I believe. So 2 down. And Sea Legs comes to the plate. Line shot out into center field. Runner rounds. Throw comes in towards the plate and coming in, and we've got our ace scored. As Sea Legs ended up on second. And the first run is on the board with Kojak scoring, and he got to ring the cowbell. Taco is up to the plate with 2 down. Runner on third, runner on second. Swing and a miss.
You know, it makes you wonder with the original games being played on cow pastures where the short grass was, if somebody had found the cowbell and that's why it became customary.
Or if it's a cow pasture, it would have been a farm. Or maybe the cows would ring their bells.
Could be.
Throw over to first, and it wasn't in time. Run coming toward the plate, and they're going to get him. So, that's the third out. And since Cowboy made the third out trying to score, Sea Legs will lead things off when we get to the 7th. But we're going to the top of the 7th with the Blue Caps leading 1-0, I believe. No, we did get that. Cowboy came in to score. It wasn't Cowboy out. It was Sea Legs that was put out. So that means Taco will lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. But anyway, it's 2-0 Blue Caps on NLWN 2.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where you trust he can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
So we're in the top of the 7th inning. Blue Caps on top. Two to nothing. And there's a fly ball out over to right field, and the catch is made over there. So one hand's down. At the plate now, that was Muscles that just flew out. Frenchie is up. Ground ball over towards short. Throw to first. And he can't hang on. That's going to bring up Mongol. Mongol's a tying run at the plate. And he chops it fair right out in front of home. Throw to first in time. It did move the runner over to second. And that's going to bring up Bullseye. So Bullseye coming to the plate. Wind is picking up a little bit. Clouds are starting to look a little heavier. So far, it's been a great day here. How could it be wrong with pie? And that pitch missed a little bit low and inside. Again, no called balls or strikes in vintage baseball. So as a batter, you can basically wait for your pitch.
To some extent.
Within reason.
Until the umpire tells you to start swinging.
There's a chopper over to short. Throw to first in time. Two hands down. That was Bullseye that grounded to short. That brings up Bull Roar. Actually, no, it doesn't. It ends the inning. So, no score for the Red Rovers, and we've played 6.5. It's time for the 7th inning stretch on NLWN 2.
In November of 2018, our daughter Jana passed away. The outpouring of support was unbelievable. Support that we received inspired us to start a foundation called the Jana Kelly Memorial Foundation. And through that foundation,
we've given back in a lot of different ways, through projects, through different other charities that we've supported. We like to help Humane Association, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that's very near and dear to us. We've also recently, this last year, we actually built a tiny house. It's really exciting to be able to give back in different ways.
to learn more or to help financially, would find us on Facebook or www.janakelly.com.
And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Wall Street should be leading things up. Nope, it's Taco. That's right, because Sea Legs made the last out. Taco hits a fly ball out into left field. It's deep. It's off the wall. And Taco, he caught it on the bounce. I don't know how he was able to catch that on the bounce. He was rolling around on the ground at the time.
Right place, right time.
And so anyway, Wall Street flies out on the bounce to left field.
No, that was Taco.
Our Taco, and I marked it in the wrong spot, but that's par for the course for me. I won't change Wall Streets till he does something different. Somebody said swing over to the side here, and he just shook his head, nope. He hits a fly ball out towards center field, and catching it on the bounce. This is why I didn't change the marking. It's the left fielder. Center fielder missed it. Left fielder made a diving, rolling catch on the bounce.
I think I want you to pre-mark my batting boxes when I'm
with big hits, right?
Yeah.
This will bring up Whiskey with two hands down. He hits a fly ball out into right field. And it cleared the fence, so he flew out. That's the second time he's done that. And over the fence out. So 3 up, 3 down, and we've completed 7, and the Blue Caps are leading 2-0 on NLWN TV, or NLWN 2.
NLWN2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menomonie Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, October 6th, as the Blue Caps will be in action at the Dunn County Shootout as part of Oktoberfest from Dallas, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, October 6th on NLWN2.
And we're back here in Lawton, getting ready to start the 8th inning. Bull Roar leading things off for the Red Rovers. Blue Caps on top, 2-0. Smart shot out into right field off the fence. And Bullroar is safe at first. So 1 on in the 8th inning with nobody out. Big Willie, top of the order, is at the plate. Back to Taco on the mound. Fly ball out into center field. And the out is made. So 1 hand's down. That's going to bring up Mad Dog.
I'm just sharing with you that the opportunity's going to be there.
Did you get your card?
I did, thank you. I've already got people asking for the link so they can do this, and they've already agreed to come back here next year. So hopefully we'll see you back here next year.
This is one of the fans here talking with us, and we'd be hard pressed not to come back with the way the pies are here. If for no other reason, you come back for the pie.
People come here for my pie.
So you made those pies?
I made those pies.
I think I love you.
Yeah, there's 16 different flavors there today.
It was good. The piece I had was fabulous.
Did you have strawberry lemonade?
No, I didn't. I had
That is our most popular pie here. That is my recipe that I invented, and you can only get it at an event that our church does. I don't share the recipe. So you have to come here or our fair stand for the strawberry lemonade pie.
Well, there you go.
So
there's a pop-up caught at first base. Everybody gets back, and runner advances to third. Now the runner advances to second.
So yeah, you come here for the pie, and yeah, they've already agreed to come back next year. So our little field out in the middle of nowhere, we call it our Field of Dreams.
There we go. So stepping to the plate now is Rugby. And a foul ball. We have runners at second and third. That's a tying run at second. Throw it at third. And they got him at third.
So that's one of the strange rules. So that was a foul ball. So the ball has to go through the pitcher, but it's not free backed for the runners. So that's why it was a force out at third.
So Bullroar is out at third, which also means that when we get to the 9th inning, Big Willie will be leading things off. But we've played 7.5, and it's the Blue Caps 2 and the Red Rovers nothing on NLWN 2.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Blue Caps would like to pick up a couple of insurance runs. Beans is at the plate. This is all being sponsored by Our Savior's Lutheran Church, which is just down the road here. This is their recreation center. Picturesque little ballpark. There's a line shot out into center field, and Beans is going to be safe at first. So we want to thank the folks from Our Savior's Lutheran who are tuning in and watching. We appreciate every one of you. We appreciate the rest of you too. This is Bear Hug dropping one in, and it falls in. Bear Hug is going to be safe at first. Throw to second. They did get the force at second. So Beans is out at second. Bear Hug is safe at first. And it's going to bring Bones to the plate. And a swing and a miss for a strike.
Thank you. One swing, strike. Come on now, kid.
And he watches that one. And we're missing our usual partner, Dan, here. And Dan, I hate to tell you this, but you would have really enjoyed the pies. Ground ball over to third, throw to second. They don't make the out at second. It was wide of the mark. And heading over to third is Bear Hug. Bear Hug showing his blazing speed.
I'm guessing you don't want to step in front of that blazing.
No, there's a lot of inertia behind that. Kebab steps to the plate. There's a fly ball. Looks like it's hooking foul. It's a foul ball. Just barely. Just barely foul.
I almost think that was fair. But
well,
I'm not standing on the line.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll give it to Mad Dog because he did position himself right along the line to make the call. There's a ground ball over to short. Flip to second. And I don't know if he had control of the ball. Bear Hug does come in and score. And they're going to say that Bones is out. As Kebab is at first. 2 hands down and 1 run in. Brings up Kojak. Foul ball. Two hands down, runner at first, Kojak at the plate. Blue Caps on top, 3-0, bottom of the 8th inning. Ground ball back to the mound. Caught it on the bounce. So, that wraps things up in the bottom of the 8th inning, but the Blue Caps do pick up a run, so the new score, Blue Caps 3, Red Rovers 0 on NLWN 2.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
Top of the 9th inning. Final chances here for the Red Rovers, and Big Willie leading things off. Taco plunked that one off the plate. There's a foul ball down the first base line. And there's a fly ball out into left center field. Coming on and making the catch on the bounce.
Good.
But coming flying through and making that catch is the center fielder. One hands down. It's going to bring up Mad Dog.
The reason Kojak's arguing about who should have caught that is we keep track of who makes the defensive outs.
He makes the play there, throws it to first. It's not going to be in time. And there's a discussion going on. Oh, they're saying he got him. And yeah, they called him out. Mad Dog's out. Six to 3 on the putout. And it's the final chance here for the Red Rovers. Smug is at the plate. Blue Caps up by 3. 3-0. This has got to be pretty rare, too. A chance for a shutout here.
Yeah, it is.
Taco delivers.
I've pitched a lot of games, and I don't know if I've ever had a shutout.
There's a fly ball out towards center field. And it's out of here. And so Smug is out on a fly ball.
You don't see many walk-off outs.
No,
you don't.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, and that's it. Final score, Blue Caps 3 and the Red Rovers 0. And we're going to turn it over to the field for the final closing announcements. The arbitrator was Mad Dog. And let's see what he has to say.
Thank you, everyone in Lawton, Wisconsin, for allowing 1860 vintage baseball to come out to your fine town. Let's all give a round of applause for both of our squads today. So, both matches have concluded, but we are going to do a 5-inning mixed match. If anybody out there wants to come try your hand at vintage baseball, this is the time to do it with these fine gentlemen. But before we get to that, and that is going to start real quick after this, we are going to let both captains say a few words after you, D.
Just what he was saying, we don't have insurance, so if you come out, it's all on you. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. We love your field. We love the fact that I guess Pie's paid for all this, which is really good. I love Pie. Thanks for the spanking.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
I feel like, sometimes we can overthink, but I want to say thanks to the fans for coming out. Thanks again to the church. Thanks again for Donna. Without Donna, this would have never happened. I feel like she was the head of all this. So, quick story. I heard through the grapevine about Donna in this field, so I pursued it, and that's what brought us here today. So, what a great deal. Food was great. I got really not much to say here, so let's just end it with cheers. Blue Caps 3 cheers!
And the teams are doing the customary handshake following as the Blue Caps sweep a doubleheader from the Red Rovers. Smoke, your thoughts?
It's a good day anytime you win 2 games. And to pitch a shutout, that's a rarity in vintage baseball. So
kind of a special day, and in kind of a special place here. It really does have appearances like the Field of Dreams. Cornfield from center field over to right, pine trees over and left, nice little ball field, pavilion. Great food. The pies were, eye-rolling great. And
pork chops are awesome.
Okay.
Pie was awesome.
Yeah, you just can't beat that for a nice day of vintage baseball. You got to think that it had to have been something like this back in the 1860s.
I'm sure it was.
Not just the style of ball, but the whole feel.
A whole church putting something on, members of church doing it.
And well, I'll tell you what, the church ladies know what they're doing. That's
yep.
And so, anyway, that's going to wrap it up here. Again, we've got Smoke on the color, we have Thomas on the camera, and I'm Rick, and we're going to wrap things up here. Blue Caps sweep the doubleheader, winning game 1 by a score of 13-9. And game 2 by a score of 3-0. And you've been tuned to Blue Cap Baseball, or Vintage Baseball, on NLWN 2.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Thank you for joining us for Vintage Baseball 1860s style on NLWN2 featuring the Menomonie Blue Caps. We now return you back to the present time.
A time so bright, where the game of baseball danced in the light. In the 1860s, under the sun's warm glow, the Blue Caps were cruising, oh what a show. With their caps of blue, they took to the field, swinging wooden bats, no gloves to shield. The crowd was a-roaring, they cheered with delight. Baseball in glory, what a charming sight. With a pop and a crack, the ball took to the sky. Boys in their knickers, running wild, oh my, oh my. Let's take a trip in our time machine to see